ArcheAge Action Report for the week ending 9 November. I am Scribian, the guild leader of Critical Moment on the Taiyang server, here to bring you the news from Critical Moment and all the things that happened this week. It was another, I don't know, every week is just busier. It seems more busy than the last one. We've had very few down days this week. We started off with on Monday and completed a large trade run of a couple of merchant ships. Got them in, had to take them to the safe island as we did a little bit of scouting, ran around. There were some Westerners there, took them out. And it actually wasn't that bad. We got everything in. All trade packs turned in as is normal for us on these runs. And it was a good way to basically start the week. Jumped into Tuesday, and Tuesday was Auroria. That's right, the second Great Land Rush. We had a nice banner up on the website, a little article talking about it, getting everyone's hopes up. We were in position. We had logged out. We were off the continent, ready to go. Server went up. Boom, people got into the game, or some people got into the game. We're in the game, on the continent, scouting around. We're just waiting. And it was a long downtime. So it didn't happen until the evening. Waiting to see what's going to happen. Who's going to get a castle? When can we put the land down? Where are they? Not only that, where are they going to claim the castle? In what area are they going to claim it of the 2 or 3 castle claiming areas where you drop the Archeum stones that need to be purified? And we're like, where are they going to do it? Because you never know where you're going to get your houses down. And boom, Orenthal, as expected, was the first to claim a castle, and it was a nice job by OT being prepared. We had talked to NetGrades the week before, and we knew that they were planning. Of course, we're not going to give any information. We're not allies or anything. They were just being friendly, chatting it up a little bit. They claimed their first castle. The second one was claimed by a close ally of Orenthal, Meowcenaries. And then after that, the third castle was claimed by Sinister, and then the fourth castle was claimed by the Arcadian Guard. The last hope from the west is all the stuff I saw on the forums. It was actually a good job by all 4 of those guilds in getting them in there. I'm not sure if the battles were as epic as they were on some of those. I read a great article by Fist of the Empire basically describing step by step how they went about getting their castle and then also securing the castle for their ally. And it was pretty exciting. So I'm not sure what happened on ours because I logged out to make dinner thinking it would be easy to get back in. I was in position ready to start claiming houses, and lo and behold, yeah, just like launch, locked out. And so we didn't get to participate in that. Luckily, we had a bunch of guildies, Dingo, Ups, and Urza, Warlash, and a bunch of others were in the game and Setsa were in the game and did a great job claiming a bunch of land. We didn't get a lot, but we got enough that I think at this point we've kind of caught up on everyone who doesn't have land, who wants land, and so that's where it is. So I know we're about a third of the way in here, and I'm going to take a quick break for our commercial break from one of our sponsors.
Has labor got you down? Are you running out of labor, finding yourself exhausted or tired at the end of the day? You see all your crops and you just can't pick them. You run by a mining node. You just can't get the will to swing the hammer one more time. Trying to craft a nice set of armor, and you look at the anvil or the tailoring and you just can't do it. You're out of energy. We've got an answer for you. Warlash's Vocation Tonic. That's right, for a limited time only. You can purchase one of the Warlash Vocation Tonics and you can level up every crafting class you want to do. Everything you're interested in doing in the game. You can open coin purses. Use a tonic. Got to get some loot. Use a tonic. Crafting armor. Use a tonic. Now in 3 variations. 50 proof, 100 proof, and 200 proof. Prices fluctuate on the auction house. Get them while you can. Again, Warlash's Vocation Tonic coming to you from Critical Moment.
And we're back, and that was great. Thank you very much. We appreciate them jumping up and starting to sponsor the show. We get a little bit of a influx of gold in the game sent to us, for doing these kind of sponsorship things. All in the up and up. It's all good. No hackers allowed in our guild or any of that other stuff. We don't tolerate cheaters. Okay, so we go on and move on. What else did we do? So Thursday was the day that the thunder struck. It hit the entire server, I guess, apparently. What happened was Tryon had introduced, and XL Games introduced, the new flashy racing kit. Drop boxes, it's one of the ones, it's in the rotation slot. It always drops out or rotates every, 2, 4, 6 weeks, something like that. And lo and behold, in this one was the Archeum Thunder Tree, Archeum something sapling. I can't remember the damn name of the thing. It didn't matter. It was a 10% chance to get Thunderstruck trees, and we watched, and I listened on TeamSpeak as the Thunderstruck market crashed, and then the crystal market crashed as well for all the different kinds of crystals. Although I would have to say that the Starlight market actually crashing never really happened because they were all below a gold anyways. But it was great. As a crafter, I thought it was great. I'm looking forward to it. I've been collecting crystals, buying crystals. I see crystals low, I buy them. I can make weapons. I'm happy. I'm a 55k, almost 56k weaponsmith. I can now make weapons. A lot of people were disheartened by the news or what had happened, and not happy with the fact that they had put in hours, and a lot of people did. They put in a lot of hard work, playing the RNG system, trying to figure out what the best formula was for getting Thunderstruck trees, and as a result, Thunderstruck trees, before these boxes went in, were up to 1,700 gold. Now, I think that's a little bit ridiculous. It makes things like fishing boat, you're like, okay, good, a fishing boat should be expensive. Okay, great, so your fishing boat's going to cost you 5,000 gold to make. Okay, you'll make it back in fishing. But it made things like, the salvage forge, 2,000 gold. Why should that be limited to only the few people who can afford that? The drum set, the Liberty drum set, which will be coming in here soon, takes 2 Thunderstruck trees. So you're going to tell me that a drum set is worth 5,000 gold. I mean, to an artistry person, that, like me, I would have saved up. I would have done whatever I had to do to get the drum set. But I think the logs were too expensive. They're now down, and they've kind of stabilized across almost all the servers at about 300, 350 gold. And you know what? That's where they were when they had a good drop rate on in the alpha. Now, the thing that we're going to have to watch, and the way and it's great seeing all these armchair economists come out who may or may not have ever taken economics classes, like to throw out a lot of economics buzzwords. But the market's going to stabilize. I'm telling you right now, the market will stabilize. It happens all the time. You see it in other stuff. Someone had a great quip they threw out there saying, "Hey, the minute I drove my car off the lot, it started devaluing. I didn't turn around and sue the company for it. It's an expected thing." Thunderstruck logs dropped down. I'm sorry that source of RNG income that was a limiting factor on crafting and a lot of other things in the game, access to other things in the game, has dropped, that more players have access to it. I look at it as more of an optimistic thing. Thunderstruck trees dropped. That means there are more fishing boats, more farm carts. Great. There are people who are going to sneak their farm carts and try to go through a PvP zone. And if it's red, we're going to attack it. If it's green, we're going to protect it. Because, that's what we do with Critical Moment. We protect our own. We protect the East. If it is a fishing boat and it's out at sea and it's red, we're going to kill it. We're going to sink it. We're going to take the fish. As far as we're concerned, the way the game is set up, the East is at war with the West. And that's what we do. We fight the West. We're on the East. So great. Bring more fishing boats out there. It's great. The problem is, until they fix the issue with the FPS on the fishing boats, all, 10, 15, 20 fishing boats are going to be sitting around a fishing hole at about 1 to 2 FPS and not even understand why they're taking damage as our galleons sitting there beating the crap out of them, and we take them out. That's what's going to happen. Great opportunity for pirates, great opportunity for privateering, and for those of us who like to go out on certain nights and do naval PvP. So I think it's going to work out. The market, as a result, you can see that Thunderstruck tree prices dropped, Thunderstruck logs dropped, Archeum crystals dropped, shards, dust, all that stuff is all dropping. Now, what's happened as a result of that? Guess what? Oils are going up because more crafting. Things that we didn't see before. Why didn't we buy enough oils? We didn't buy enough oils. We didn't buy enough flowers, azaleas, narcissus, and everything else we have to buy to make these oils because nobody could craft. But now everybody can craft who wants to craft, so now there's a higher demand in oils. So what happens? Thunderstruck trees drop down, oils and stuff go back up. So it kind of balances out. Charcoal stabilizers, this morning when I logged in, 2.5 gold each one. So that means now trade packs are not just for trading anymore. You want to do a trade run, take a merchant ship, run it to the other continent, turn it in for charcoal. Heck, you can turn around and sell those things. You can turn in trade packs. Some of these things for like 15 charcoal stabilizers. So now you're going to get 2.5 gold times 15, 25, 37 gold off of charcoal stabilizers per pack turned in. Okay, so you're getting 37 gold times 20 trade packs. Oh yeah, take 20 people with you, take 40 over there. Now you're getting, look at the gold that you're going to be bringing in. Yes, it brings gold in, but things get more expensive if you start going to sell them. You know what? Delphinite weapons are still expensive. Delphinite armor is still going to be expensive. It takes a lot to make them, lots of trial and error, lots of RNG. The market will balance out. You want to make money, folks? Play the market. Watch the trends. Look at every day at all the different things you can see. What's going up, what's going down. Hold on to things until they're worth it. Hey, buy some of these boxes that are out now, these flashy racing kits. Buy some boxes, throw it in your bank, and sell them 4 or 5 months from now if that tree's not available anymore, and you're going to make a serious amount of money. All right. All right, let's get out of that. We're going to move on to Friday. Friday, we said goodbye to 3 of our members who have been good members. They've helped us out a lot, getting us land, working with people, helping them out, going on whether it's dungeon crawls, naval PvP, ground PvP, economics and trade, all those kinds of things. Setsa, Jezzy, and Fizzy Bubbly left the guild just tired and fed. And you can see some people are like that. Tired and fed up with the game, and it's okay. They left as friends. They donated everything to the guild, which we greatly appreciated. It was kind of a shark feeding frenzy. It was like they were chumming the water. You see the chumming the fishing hole. They were chumming the guild hall floors as they were throwing all their gear into the chests. It was good. Everyone got along. It was great. I think a lot of people got stuff. The guild received a lot of valuable materials which we will be using for crafting and other guild projects and things that people need. I think last night I gave out a bunch of charcoal stabilizer for somebody who needed it for building their own fishing boat. There you go. We also got a lot of land. They donated all their land back to guildies, and I think that's why I think most of the guildies who need land probably have land. There may be some outliers out there, and again, work with us. We want you to have land. We turned around after that, kind of threw us off a little bit, and went out for naval PvP, and it was another successful night. We ended up taking out 10 ships, taking them out completely, and that was, wait a minute, it was 10, sorry, 8 ships. We took out 4 fishing boats, 2 merchant ships, and 3 clippers. We had a total recovery of 24 trade packs. We turned those in, helped a couple people, helped Nico get her galleon, gave some to Jezebel Makuro towards their ships, but I think Makuro got his fishing boat completed, and Nico got her galleon completed. So more ships in the Critmo fleet, and that's great and awesome. I'm looking forward to getting all of those things out at one time. You know, we need to get a screenshot. We seriously need to get the entire guild when we get, not the entire guild, but at least all the active people who are on. When we've got 40 of us, I know we've got 40 ships. We need to just put them out in the water, and let's get a fleet photo of everything we've got. All right, continuing on to Saturday, we had a very successful run. It was good. There were at least 3 groups by the time I was able to get back on the computer. I was away for the day. Winry and Chairman Meow and Yaz put together, Winry drove and put together this entire event, the Where's Waldo event. It was an RP event with a story behind it. Everyone I talked to enjoyed it. It was great. We gave out some prizes. Good job to Tim Pete, who did the final find, which was actually in Mirage on top of one of the hot air balloons. It was a great event. Winry, we appreciate it. It was fantastic. I cannot wait to hear and talk to you about some of the other events you have planned for the future. And it's these kinds of things that kind of even bring us together as a community. If you missed it, I encourage you to get in on the next one. It was a great story. It was a great event. It was a lot of fun for everyone who was there. And I was only there for a little bit, and I had a blast. I mean, it was fun going in the final part to Mirage Island. And I know, I wrecked my car because somebody ran me off the road, but I did push 2 reds off a cliff, so I was pretty happy about that. Okay, so it was. We're going to take another quick commercial break for another one of our sponsors who has stepped up to fund this show through in-game gold. We appreciate it, and here we go.
Are you missing out on the fishing boats? Are you missing out on the shiny new car? Do you want to have the siege engine so that you may assault the enemy castles? Here, we will teach you how to dance. Through dance, we will enlighten you to a new world where you will be able to dance around your trees and bring the thunder. That is the thunder that brings out the life of the trees. And here at Urza's Thunderstruck School of Dance, we bring you the power to get your trees struck by the thunder. When you are dancing, you become one with the tree. You make love to the tree. You embrace the tree. And the tree will reward you with the power of the thunder. And then you will have the drums, the cars. You will have the fishing boats and all the wonderful things. All you must do is pay a cheap price of 300 now. Sounds like a good price. As a Thunderstruck School of Dance, 300 gold. You contact us. We teach you to dance. We teach you to love the tree.
And we're back. We appreciate that. Again, guys, enjoy the product and have a good time. And it's good. Again, you got to kind of watch what you're doing, but enjoy it. It'll be fun. So we had another great week this week. We will continue structured PvP. We'll have a land night scheduled this week, a naval battle scheduled this week. That doesn't mean that we're not doing any other time. We will do it other times. We got people doing Hasla. We got Freeditch, jumping up and running to Freeditch and seeing what's going up there. Just even if we're going up there to fight, protect greens. This week we're planning on heading into Serpentis for the first time, taking our 10-man group in there, and I think we're going to run an event. Tuesday night we're going to go looking for the deep sea captain, the sea captain ghosts, and try to get as many people as possible their underwater breathing apparatus. We're going to start working on that stuff. Congratulations to all the ship captains, again, everyone who got their ships this week, galleons, clippers, fishing boats, merchant ships, everything. It's great. We're looking forward to getting those. I just want to say that we need to get about 20 more active members. We're about 40 right now. If we can get about 20 more active members and 5 more galleons, we will be set. to take a shot at the Kraken, in addition to having to fight off anyone else who's also going to take a shot at the Kraken. So that's kind of what we need to do. If you see good people out there, recruit them, talk to them, bring them in. I think our reputation has been fantastic. We're getting more respected in ground and see PvP against those we see. I see a lot of stuff on the forums, and I see groups saying some of these other guilds are great in PvP and blah, blah, blah. I never see them. I really don't. So we got to get out there and find out who some of these red groups are, and we need to start taking them down. And that's my challenge to Pi, the PvP commander. I'd like to finish the show. I'd like to thank special thanks to Pi, Midnight, Jamil, and Mrs. Jamil. They invited me yesterday to a Renaissance fair here in Houston. I took my wife, whose gamer name is Arvena. I have one of the characters saved for if she ever wants to play. And my daughter, who doesn't have a gamer name yet, but she's turning 2 this month, so it's about that time. I'm going to have to get her own gamer name. But invited us out to the Renaissance Fair in Houston. We drove out there. We had a great time. It was great to meet guild members. I always enjoy meeting guild members. A couple other times that I met people when I was in Korea. I met people in Singapore. I met people in Japan. Haven't been fortunate enough to make it out to Australia, but I certainly want to. But I met 3 of our guild members and had a great time, and it was an enjoyable time. And if you guys haven't seen Pi and Jamil in their armor, we picked the right people to do the jobs that they have in the guild. They are both fantastic people, in addition to being fantastic members of the guild, and I certainly would definitely consider them friends, and I appreciate everything that they're doing. It was a great day. My daughter had a blast, and you'll see one of the pictures I either read at the beginning of the show or the end of the show of my daughter, who was initially scared, eventually warmed up, and was holding the Scorpion King's hand as we're pushing her in the stroller. So it was great. Everybody had a great week in gaming. Let's get some fun stuff going. Don't forget to call out if you want to do events. You need help with anything. We're here to make your gaming experience, our gaming experience, as fun as possible. Welcome new members when they get in there. Get them all involved. Everyone have a great week in gaming. I'm looking forward to another fantastic week. Bye.
Sky around.